Good evening and welcome to Huge Ass Late Night Bottom Split Theater. I'm your host tonight, Michael Derby. With me tonight is Alex Albert and Thomas Ellison. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Good evening all. This is promising to be a fantastically fascinating race this evening.
Indeed. So we are just catching the end of the qualifying session right now. I believe we have about 57 seconds left to go. Right now on pole we've got number 8 Wayne Wade, number 3 Nicholas Waters is in second position. In third, number 12 Travis Sukup. In fourth position, number 6 John Fletcher. In fifth position, number 9 Leland Honeyman. In number 6, start that over. In sixth position, number 5 Pete Hauer. In seventh position, number 11 Noah A. Chronister. In eighth, number 1 David Booth. In ninth, number 13 Judy Weatherford. In 10th, number 2, Jonathan Clute. And in 11th, number 15, James Foster. We do have a couple other drivers on track. Let's see if they put in a lap time.
I've been monitoring Jeffrey Seitzler, and I haven't seen him on track, but it looks like Blair Betts is out there.
Yeah, Blair Betts giving it some welly there coming through turn 2. He's certainly committed on this qualifying lap, but he's running below the apron, which is not necessarily the best line.
And the steward says that's enough of that. Time to get him to the grid, boys. All right, guys, let's, my favorite thing whenever I go to the short track is to pick a driver. So what do you say? Who are you looking at tonight, Tom?
So I've got my eyes on young Leyland Honeyman there. He qualified 5th. He's been talking the most in the practice qualifying session, which in oval racing generally means that he's going to be the fastest. Qualified a little bit down the field, but I think he can prove to be a solid competitor here today.
Oh, a nice pick. And what about you, Mr. Derby?
Sorry about that. I think I've been looking at our pole sitter right now, number 4, Blair Betts. He has another one of those alliterative names that we like so much.
Oh, Blair is not starting on the pole, but if you want Blair, he's all yours, buddy.
Do you want Blair Betts?
Wait, am I reading that wrong?
You want Wayne Wade?
Wayne Wade! I read that completely wrong. Sorry about that.
No worries. That's what we're all here for.
My timing screen seems to be backwards. Anyway, there we go. Yes, Wayne Wade. Also, another one of those alliterative names.
Right. That's half of being a good race car driver is having an alliterative name.
Right.
Who do you like tonight, Alex?
I'm gonna go with Travis Sukup. He's car 12 of this 15-car field, so he's towards the bottom of their I rating, but with a nice qualifying time, I think the driver racing out of the Florida Club is going to come away with a good result.
I agree. He's right up there. This is a tight pack as well. We're looking at the top 5 are all covered by less than 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, and the whole
some spicy racing.
Whole field just a second and a 10th, which is closer than other races I've seen where it's been as much as 3 or 4 seconds front to back. So should be pretty good.
This is the pinnacle of oval racing and iRacing this evening. I mean, we'll not find finer drivers on the service tonight at this time slot.
This is a pretty good split. It's a 742 strength of field, so.
And it looks like we're under starters orders here. The pace car is ready.
Leyland seems to be in a hurry. He's warming up the rear tires here on the grid. 9 car there in 5th place.
He's a young man there. He's eager to get going.
I like his style. He's wasting no time. All right, so we usually see some contact before we get to the green here in the rookie street stocks. So let's keep an eye out for that here on the pace laps. Oh, and was that it? There at the back, the 11 car, or was he able to get woed up?
I think they kept it together there. These guys are not strangers to running within an inch of each other. So they're just testing the limits here on the pace lap, getting those tires nice and warm. Positive there, second place man, Nicholas Waters, very, very antsy to get going here. He's pushing the pace car hard. Running, of course, the famous Nitro Tracker Bass Pro Shop livery. It's made famous by his father.
There is a car. There is a car out there. That camouflage was catching me out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a legitimate strategy. If you blend into the background, maybe they don't see you coming.
I did notice that Stephen Wallace signed up for the race, but I don't see him on the grid or in the pits.
Well, anyone would be intimidated by this strength of field. Pace car in. Amber away. Positive Wayne Wade is leading into turn 1. It's very orderly so far.
Oh!
There's
And the
contact
3-car
immediately.
gets him! Oh, and the 3-car spins himself!
Oh dear. Oh,
Oh, and the 8 spins again!
This
But the
hasn't
rest
gone
of the
well
field
so
gets
far.
through. Just the front row was collected here. Oh, and the 4-car's in pit
That's-
road.
That's Wayne Wade there, who had a shocker of a start from pole. Got collected by number 3 Nicholas Waters, and now he is gradually doing a 3-point turn on track into turn 1.
And he helped the 4-car find the wall.
All right, we're going to go ahead and watch a replay of that right now. Oh, yeah. Number 8 just gets rear-ended by number 3, who spins himself right out. And number 8 gets into 12, who managed to get away clean. But a rough start for the front row there. Number 8 driving backwards down the track. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here.
Blair Betts might have a broken tie rod in. He seems to be using the wall to help make the turn.
I mean, these drivers, they're veterans here. They know all the tricks in the book to how their cars turned. So, who have we got in the lead now?
Looks like we got number 6, John Fletcher, up at the front.
There's
Oh,
big
no.
8-car front stretch. Your man just got it, Tom.
Oh, Wayne Wade. Wayne Wade and Leyland Honeyman, they're coming together in a big way.
Okay, another replay of that action. Oh, wow, yes. Man, the number 4 should just be off track. That's terrible. Wow, who was that flying through the air? The number 6. Sorry, the number 9 flying through the air. Wow.
It's difficult to tell when they're upside down. It could be
What a
6,
moment.
9.
Leland Honeyman did a perfect pirouette barrel roll through the air onto pit road.
And that's a 9.8 from the Russian judge. That's got to be disappointing.
Can we go back and see Leland?
Yeah, we're watching him right now. I may have jumped a little too far back. We're going to catch the end of his previous lap, but here he comes around the front straight.
Right onto pit road and into the paddock. That is a pro move, folks.
Okay,
That's how you don't waste time.
I'm hearing on the pit to car radio here that Lenny's not a happy driver at the moment. He thinks Blair is sorely to blame for that incident and taking tyres and looking forward to getting back out on track to see him.
I believe he landed right next to his trailer. That's amazing.
These guys
Oh, and the 4-car is still stopped on the front stretch.
No, 4 cars in the pit road.
Now he's pitted. Now he's
Yeah, he's on pit road.
He's finally seen the light. and
Okay. Yep. My timing
All right.
screen was glitched out. We're back to normal.
But we do have a pretty good race here up at the
lead,
front.
boys. Look who's in the lead. Mr. Travis Suckup.
Number 12, Travis Sukup, is in the lead now. He has a 0.3 of a second gap from number 6, John Fletcher, followed by Mr. Pete Howard, who's 4 seconds back. David Booth in 4th. And this has been a pretty eventful race so far. We've seen a lot of action, but I think the field is now settling down.
Let's focus on the 9-car camera. He's going slow. I think he's waiting on his guy.
He's back out on track.
Who's he waiting on, Tom?
Bear Betts is the man with the crosshairs. This could all get very spicy very quickly. He's wearing the Tide Pods livery there.
It looks like Blair.
Hopefully he has not eaten any Tide Pods before this race.
I think Blair's left. So the 9-car should just maybe continue on.
It looks like he's trying to. The number 3 is having a few issues in front of him, but it looks like they're all getting in order here.
Well, I mean, number 9 is being hindered by the fact that we can't see the 3-car because of that camouflage paint job. It's difficult to race in these conditions.
That is a fair statement.
The 3-car is the fastest car on the track right now. Probably because he's afraid Leland's going to take him out.
Yeah, he's running with the fear at the moment. We've got Leland right behind him now, running below the 8.
Leland's really taking advantage of those fresh tires as they catch quickly onto the 11-car here.
A bit of contact there through turn 4. We're running at the ragged edge here. This is just fantastic to see.
Noah Chronister up ahead from Pennsylvania.
He gets out of the way. That's smart. Right? That's smart.
Well, his safety rating is right on the cusp of getting him out of rookies, so
he knows what he's doing.
Maybe he's had enough.
catch up with the action up front. Number 12 car of Travis Sukup has now pulled a bit of a gap over number 6 car of John Fletcher. He's 8/10 ahead and running smooth. He's looking good out there. Definitely a controlled drive so far from the number 12 car. Battle for third is heating up between Hauer and Booth. Let's go and have a look at that. Number 5 and number 1.
All right.
Here, Alex.
I think that the 1 car is just biding his time. He got in there a little hot that time, but if I know David like I think I do, he's just saving his tires and waiting. We still have 27 laps to go in this race. That's a long way. So
These are now just one of the more grueling events on the racing calendar. It pays to be patient. It pays to buy time, save those tires, and wait for the opportunities. I think we're seeing David here putting that on.
no, I think Pete,
as I say, he goes
right
inside.
here.
He goes inside.
Because Pete just got in there and slid up the track. I think he might have got his tires a little hot here. Let's see. He's fighting the car down to 3 and 4.
David there putting 2 tires below the yellow line on the apron. That's a bold move. I like that. I like to see that.
I've noticed that strategy employed by a lot of the drivers here in the Rookie Street Stock Series.
I think it helps the car turn. It certainly induces some panic oversteer. As we see
And
there.
if we have a bit of a wider shot, the 9 car, the fastest car on the track right now, Leland Honeyman, is catching this battle between the 5 and the 1.
This is the
What
young
will
man, of
happen?
course. It's the young man, of course, that we saw pirouetting into his pit stall earlier in the race. He's back out on track now with fresh tires, fresh rubber, and he's looking a bit racy here. As he gets right alongside.
We have 3 cars under a blanket, and the 5's in the wall.
He recovers. He recovers. He's back in the way.
Oh, and the 9 punts the 1 into the corner, makes room for himself,
That was a top punt.
asserts his dominance for the bottom lane.
And this is just excellent racing from the lapped car.
I think the 9 taught those boys a lesson right there. That's what you get when you race with a veteran like Leland.
He's been around the
Oh,
Ooh,
Leland's getting a little loose into the corner here. Here comes the 3 car passing all 3 of them in one corner. Oh, but he's in the wall. And now the 5 car's in the wall.
That 3 car, of course, camouflage. We can't really see it, and neither can they. That's maybe where he's getting his edge from.
Wow.
Oh, there's
Where did he come from? Oh, and the 5 car's upside down. And the 9 car's sideways. Oh, and the 11 car hit the 9. There's so much going on right now.
Oh, there are 2 cars upside down now, coming into turn 3 here. This is not gone well at all. And Leland Honeyman is not happy. He's on the radio. He's saying that his safety rating is not where it's going to be. Oh, let's catch up in a second, chaps. What do we see there?
Yeah, what do we see in Derby?
I'm watching number 1 right now, David Booth. It looks like all of the races have kind of split apart at the moment. Travis Sukup in the lead is pulled out about a 3-second advantage over the number 6 John Fletcher. Behind them, another 7 seconds back is Nicholas Waters. He's got David Booth about 3 seconds adrift of him. Number 7 is in 5th position. He's about another 1.5 seconds behind. It looks like the number 13 of Judy Weatherford is laggy and bouncing all around, but also 7.5 seconds back of
And that's the
number 2.
last car on the lead lap.
That's right.
Now we're seeing here, I think if we go to the 7 car here, this is Jeffrey Seitzler who's running in 5th. He's got about a 2-second gap on Jonathan Kloot there, the number 2 car in 6th. But he's not slowing down at all. He's pushing it right to the wall there. This is just awesome to see. Street Stock, of course, one of the more exciting oval cars in the iRacing stable.
Some would argue one of the most exciting road cars as well.
Definitely, it's certainly versatile.
I'd agree with that.
Live rear axle is everything that you want in a vehicle.
And bias ply tires? How can you go wrong there?
The leader is doing blistering times, 25 zeros for the last 2 laps. Travis Sukup.
I think you were right in calling it. He is dominating this race here.
He's
But-
pulling away by a 1/4 second a lap over John Fletcher
That
from
said,
Canada.
it's starting to attract some traffic. And that could prove costly in these sort of races. This is up behind Jonathan Clute here, who's running 6th. And is a little bit wayward. I think Travis is going to have to show some patience here to get past in an orderly fashion. Oh, we've got a disconnection from Leyland. That's a shame to see.
Oh. Well, I'm sure that maybe his mom just said it was time for bed.
I think after his car crashed in the pits, they just decided to just load it right onto the trailer and leave.
Especially considering it's a school night.
It is getting late.
Oh, Travis Suk up there, up alongside the number 2 car. Number 2 car there, not making it easy for the lap. But he's through cleanly. That's some nice driving there from the veteran Suk. Lap 25 here, Alex. How do you see it playing out from here?
Well, we have about 15 to go, and the fastest car on the track is the 3rd place car. If he keeps up this pace, he could get the lead. It's the 3 car, the sometimes you see him, sometimes you don't camouflage car of Nicholas Waters out of Georgia.
I think it's just coming alive here in the closing stages. So, into turn 3 there. Beautiful, beautiful angle of attack through the corner. He's driving the wheels off this thing. Touched the wall there, but that's okay.
I've seen Travis race before, or Nicholas race before, and in the last race, I saw him use the wall to adjust his camber mid-race when the car had quit handling how he liked.
See,
maybe he was doing the same here.
That's a move there that you don't see often enough in the lower leagues of racing. It's something that you learn through experience, and these guys are really just putting on a clinic here. Here we see Waters, 3rd place, number 3 car. He's coming up behind the number 13, Judy Weatherford, to put a lap on him or her. We don't know whose count it is. It could be his mother's, it could be hers.
Well, the leader, whatever was wrong with Travis. Travis gave him a little hip check. Both drivers got away with that, though. Good to see.
Yeah, rubbing is racing, as they say. Rubbing is lapping in these cases.
And so back up at the front, Travis Sukup. It's 11 laps to go. And he looks like it's just a Sunday drive on a Wednesday night.
Imperious puts me in mind of Fangio in his pomp in 1957 in the Maserati 50F. This is an honor to see this.
Well said.
Taking down the laps here, I don't really see many other battles developing. Nicholas Waters is about 4.5 seconds behind John Fletcher there, the battle for 2nd and 3rd. He's the fastest car on track at the moment, but I don't think he's going to have enough laps to close him down and make the pass. Unless there's incident. There has been plenty of it at this point, so I'm not discounting any more in the final 10 laps.
It's hard to make predictions when the driver's times vary so much, but at times he's on pace to get a position, and then times the cars ahead are able to get back to pace.
It's tough to manage the tyres in this hot Florida sun. It really is an experience that we need to develop. And here we see number 6 car John Fletcher managing the tyres and managing the traffic fairly well. He's up behind number 2 car Jason Clute there to put a lap on him. And he's just driving very cautiously. A little bit of a door slam there, but that's perfectly acceptable.
Look clean to me, Tom.
The 5 car, this isn't a race for position, but it's one of the closest on track, the 5 and the 6.
That's number 6 car who's running 2nd, and the 5 car is running 9th, door-to-door currently. There are honor points at stake here. This is obviously the Street Stock Series. This is where drivers make a name for themselves and to step up to the big leagues, to the pro teams. And there are a lot of scouts here in the stands that we can see. So even if you're not necessarily fighting for a podium place, you can still make your mark on this race. And I think Pete Hauer is doing just that.
And that's why we're broadcasting this, to give a showcase for the raw talent out there.
I hope the team's in John Fletcher's ear and letting them know that the 5 car of Pete Hauer's on fresh tires. He pit just 10 laps ago, and the laps that he's laying down right now, I'm sure, are because of this fresh rubber.
But there he goes, down the...
I think that was a wise strategic move to stop for 2 minutes in the middle of the race, put on fresh tires, fill it up with gas, and come back out and really lay down some fastest laps of the race here towards the end.
His opponents will not have expected it, and that is half the battle when it comes to iRacing strategy. To do the unexpected, if you put him in a really strong position later in the race, as we're seeing here, Pete making up laps. He's only 5 laps behind the leader currently, and all to play for at this point.
Right, and he is the fastest car on the track. No one can take that away from him.
$2, you can get a cup of coffee.
Oh, and here we go.
Actually, our leader did beat him by a tenth.
Just took it away.
Travis Sukup there.
All right, with just 3.5 laps to go.
Stamping his dominance on this race. He started third, he took the lead in the first lap after that unfortunate incident in turn 1 between Wayne Wade and Nicholas Waters. And now we are seeing really a dominant display.
And Travis does currently have the overall fastest lap of the race at 24.573. So he's been moving along pretty well.
I'm not seeing too many other battles out there at the moment. Nicholas Waters, after his earlier strong pace, trying to catch John Fletcher there, has seemed to settle for third, and that's a wise move. I mean, a podium here is nothing to say for the quality of driving on display from the other competitors.
And Travis also has the highest max speed with 105.8 miles an hour tonight.
Well, that's important. As we know, top speed is the ultimate arbiter of iRacing strength.
All right, coming around, he's going to see the white flag this time. The white flag's in the air. Travis Sukup.
That'll be a welcome sight to him. This has been a long race. This has been a tough race. It's hot here in the Florida sun. But he's fought well. He's fought bravely.
Yeah, I would say the finish of this race will be almost a 17-minute race.
And that's tough. That's tougher than anyone's books.
Oh, for sure. Here he comes off the final corner. Can he keep it out of the wall? Yes, he can. Travis Sukup.
What a race. 16 minutes, 49 seconds there for the total race length.
And John Fletcher just crossed the line in second.
And there's Nick Waters skidding across the finish line, going sideways. Finishing on the bottom step of the podium, but a podium nonetheless.
And certainly gaining additional style points from the judges there for that finish. I think we've seen some excellent racing here, guys. Alex, Michael, what were your top highlights of the race?
I think just the start, it really changed the whole event. The front row getting taken out in the first 2 turns really was a game changer. I didn't expect that. Did you?
It set the tone for the race, I think. It was certainly a shock. You don't really you don't want to see that at this level, but it happens. This is racing. These are men, not boys.
Does Nicholas Waters believe he's the winner? Because the 12 car was doing some victory donuts, and the 3 car is smashing into him.
I mean, at this point, we don't know what's going through the minds of these drivers. They've been in the hot sun for over 17 minutes now, and it's been tough. Travis Sukup there, still taking rubber off his tires with the victory donuts. This is like, oh, he's hit the wall. That's a shame. You don't want to see that.
Yeah, I hate that for the crew back at home.
He's knocked a couple of $1,000s off the value of that car.
But maybe they can pawn the trophy to help cover the cost.
Take nothing away. It's been a veteran drive. I think it's been an honor for all of us to witness it.
Ooh. All right, well, thanks again for joining us in the booth, Tom.
My pleasure to be here. Thank you to all the HJ team for putting on this broadcast. It's been a pleasure to bring you this race this evening.
And thanks to you, Michael Derby, for running the cameras and mixing the levels and doing all you do.
Not a problem. You guys have a good night.
Good night to everyone out there.
Thanks. Mahalo.